And in international news, US President Barack Obama said that getting the US out of debt and deficit is a major priority for his administration. Obama was on a visit to the headquarters of social network Facebook in California's Silicon Valley to reignite the youthful energy that propelled his 2008 presidential election. In his speech, Obama explained that the recession came at a time when the US was already deep in debt. That has made the situation worse. He added that if there is no serious plan to tackle the deficit, then it will be a big drag on the economy. The budget deficit is projected to hit $1.4 trillion this fiscal year.
I still feel a huge sense of urgency. I've talked about a couple of things. Getting our deficits and debt under control in a balanced way, I feel needs to happen while I'm president. I don't want to leave it to the next president. Immigration, something I mentioned. We have not gotten done. It's something I care deeply about. It's the right thing for the country. I want to get that done while I'm president.
During his speech, the president also highlighted some of the accomplishments his administration had achieved.
It hasn't been that long since Election Day, and we've gone through some very, very tough times, and we've still gotten a lot done. We've still been able to get this economy recovering. We've still been able to get health care passed. We've still been able to invest in clean energy. We've still been able to make sure that we overturned Don't Ask, Don't Tell. We still made sure that we got 2 women on the Supreme Court.
Apple almost doubled its profits in the second quarter, lifted by strong sales of the iPhone. Nearly 19 million smartphones were sold in the period. That's a 113% jump from a year ago. Also, about 4.7 million iPads went over the counter in the quarter, mostly because of the launch of a new iPad. Apple's net income in the fiscal second quarter rose to just below $6 billion from $3.1 billion a year earlier. The Cupertino, California-based company said sales jumped 83% to $24.7 billion. Both results beat expectations. To say these numbers are extraordinary doesn't do it justice, one analyst commented. Toyota says it will extend its production cuts in North America for another 6 weeks. This may result in a review of the Japanese automaker's U.S. sales target for this year. Toyota will cut production by 70% at its North American plants until early June. Reason being that shipments of auto parts coming from Japan still arrive sporadically due to the massive earthquake that hit the country last month. Most of Toyota's parts shortages stems from problems at smaller subcontractors that supply low-cost components for the world's biggest automaker. Due to these disruptions, workers at Toyota's U.S. plants are scheduled to work just 4 hours per shift for 3 days a week. Toyota is not the only one to feel the pinch. Also, Japan's number 2 car maker, Nissan, may lose its U.S. market share as the company struggles with the lack of auto parts being delivered. Nissan's North American chairman said the next few weeks would be critical to gauge the outlook for further supply problems due to the earthquake. The U.S. market share of Nissan has been on the rise in recent years, reaching nearly 10% in the past. Nissan hopes to return to full production by around June if the supply chain can support increased quotas. Before we head back to news, let's take a quick look at the Asian equity, commodity and the currency markets, and after that, Myrna Nasser is back with the news.